Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to more talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. So y'all know I want to pretty much get into Gizelle, Wendy, Candiace, all of that. All right. Now, of course, the conversation becomes about parents, and Gizelle says that Wendy lied about her knowing that her mom was in the hospital, right? Now, I will say this. I don't believe that Gizelle knew that Wendy's mom was in the hospital at the time. However, I do feel like it is messed up to continue the narrative that her mom is evil. And also, I think it's messed up for you to insert Jamal into the conversation when Jamal don't even ever want to be around, for real, for real. So why are we even including what it is that he said? Ma'am, are you okay? In addition to that, you know for a fact that if that was you in the situation, you would be 1000% pissed the hell off. Even if your dad was not in a situation or anything, like even if your dad wasn't in the hospital or anything, like you would still be pissed the hell off when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was over there talking about your dad, you'll be mad as hell. Even if he ain't, he could just be over there minding his business at home, cleaning up, and somebody sat up there and was talking about your daddy, you would make it a completely big deal and you would go off and be like, the audacity of them to be talking about my dad. The same way you was trying to make it the audacity of them to be making faces when I'm talking about my child. You know damn well it's not your child that people have an issue with. It's more so you. And you definitely weaponize your children and use them as damn pawns in your fucking BS, and you know it. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I do feel like Gizelle completely missed the mark of what Wendy and Andy was trying to convey to her. Like, it's not so much as about her mom being in the hospital, but it's everything to do with you sitting up there continuing to put it out there that her mother is evil and likely practices whatever thing NECA said that she practices. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you was missing the mark, but I also feel like it was your intent to miss the mark because your whole goal was to show that Wendy was lying and that you didn't believe her. Okay. But can I say this, y'all, real quick about the reunion? I really felt like, Ineka, baby, why are you here? If y'all don't get Ineka as the hell up out of here, like y'all got a scholar up out of there, or the one who should have been a housewife, y'all need to get Ineka up out of here. Because how is it we on reunion part 2 and girl, we ain't even asking you no questions about nothing. I guess we're gonna finally get into some things in part 3, but I feel like if we gotta wait that long to get into some things with Ineka, it's really not giving housewife. It's really, in my opinion, giving friend of the show. So we need to go ahead and get Ineka up off the table. She ain't been talking about nothing except for inserting herself with different questions because that's the only way she was going to let people know that she was there, by asking different questions and trying to pass or throw an assist when it comes to Robyn and Candiace. Okay. Some part of me wants Ineka to stay on the show just so she can get that energy of when they play the hell out of her, because it's bound to happen. And if you let Ashley Darby get any piece of tea on you, one thing Ashley gonna do is her job. Even when she ain't got SHI or nothing going on, she's damn sure gonna bring stuff to the show about you to deflect and distract people from focusing on what she and Michael got going on. So y'all give Ashley enough of a bone and you're going to be at it with Ashley. And if you think that the GEB's finna turn on Ashley for you, I don't see it. You got another thing coming. And what's going to be real interesting is how you and Miss Wendy end up having to be cool as hell, because the GEB's gonna do you in, and you're gonna have to go to Wendy to have a conversation. And Wendy gonna have to school you on how to handle these ladies. That's if she even allows you in like that. So, girl, it's just gonna be real interesting. So that's the only reason why I would want to see you back. But honestly, you ain't give us nothing, so you truly can go. But that's just my personal, right? Now, they do talk to Gizelle about her dad, and she over there getting all emotional and stuff, of course, about her dad. She says that he was the only person that wanted her to do this damn show anyway. Now, y'all know, as she over there talking about her daddy, Candiace get really emotional because that's just how she is. Candiace is a very emotional person. And honestly, Candiace wasn't the only person on that stage getting emotional. You know, even Karen was, because Karen can relate. She lost both of her parents within months of each other. Everybody on that stage can relate to losing somebody, even if it wasn't a parent. They all can relate. So I feel like everybody was a bit misty-eyed when it came to what Gizelle had going on. So you see Candiace over there crying, but what pissed me payoff was Andy bringing unnecessary attention to Candiace and her tears. And I guess he was trying to use that as a moment to get the two ladies to connect. But I'm like, why you had to single her out? You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, when he brings her up, of course, Mia is like, oh, she cries whichever way the wind blows, right? And Gizelle's like, oh, yeah, even when it ain't about her, she over there crying. BITCH. Fuck you. Okay? BIT. For sure. You lack so much emotional intelligence that you can't even see that somebody who you disrespected is having empathy and sympathy for your whack ass. You can't even see that. Girl, I can't. You are a clown, ma'am. You are a clown, madam. Or should I say, Madam Clown is what you are. I can't. That right there was like really irritating. And you know what's so interesting? Was the fact that when I rewatched the show over on Peacock, okay, the part where Gizelle says to Candiace, oh, or at least says to Andy, yeah, she cries even when it ain't about her, or whatever she said, that little snarky ass comment she gave, they edited that out. At least on my Peacock. When you go back and watch it, y'all let me know it's no longer there. They took it out. And the fact that they took that out does lend me even more to the thought that they do all kind of SHI to truly protect Gizelle. And I just don't think that's fair. Y'all give her grace and opportunities and stuff that I feel like the other people wouldn't get. It's so funny how y'all can make sure y'all find footage when it comes to Candiace and Wendy, but all of a sudden, if it's any footage that I guess would defend Gizelle or whatever, y'all can't find it. Y'all didn't play the footage when Gizelle, did they play it? I don't think they played the footage of when Gizelle sat up there and said he made me go, and she corrected it and said, oh, no, I meant X. Now we over there talking about facials and shit, and y'all will show the facials, but y'all won't show when Candiace had said congratulations. But it's too late because we already saw it during the season, because I remember talking about that. But anyway, so Karen was asked about her stance on Candiace and Wendy making their faces when Gizelle was speaking on her daughter. And Karen said that she's not responsible for none of these damn ladies. I said, I know that's right. Don't be trying to put that on me. I don't need to take no more of a stance than what I already taken. And I already told y'all earlier this season that I don't ride the fence. I am the fence. Y'all ride me. Hilarious. And I'm still not taking a stance. Hilarious. So she also goes on to say everybody makes faces. I said, let's call a thing, Karen, because I'm with you when you're right. Every single one of y'all make faces no matter what the person is talking about. No matter what's being talked about, y'all all make faces. And we're really putting emphasis on Wendy and Candiace making a face while Gizelle talking. Why we ain't put emphasis on the fact that Wendy was so kind enough to invite this BITCH to her husband's event, and this hoe walks in and didn't even feel the need to speak to her, say thank you, or say anything at this lady's event. Since we want to talk about fucking disrespect, are we going to get into that on the next reunion, or are we not? Because we already know how y'all play. And it's so sad because it's not so much as the cast members, in my opinion, that's ruining things. I truly feel like it is the producers. Like, yes, the cast members do different SHI and it gets on our nerves and stuff like that. But I feel like it's the producers and their favoritism towards other cast members, so much so that you will edit things out for the other person. You'll make sure you show this person in a negative light and all of that. Like, it's really y'all whack ass produced. Like, that's what it's giving. It's the producers for me. With a sprinkle of the cast. So now let's go ahead and keep going. Now, when Karen was over there pretty much saying, like, I'm not responsible for the hoes and they all make faces, Gizelle cuss her off talking about I was talking about my child. Why would anybody make a face? Well, Wendy invited you to an event. Why would you dare come and not speak? BIT. So anywho, Candiace, love it. Candiace got ready to say, I regret greatly. I loved it so much because I thought she was finna apologize. Karen did too, because Karen was like, good, thank you. Here we go. Now see some accountability. This is what Karen was saying. But Candiace said, baby, I regret greatly that Gizelle would try to weaponize her child, or at least her children, to make me and Wendy look bad yet again. Okay, I hollered, loved it. Eat her up. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Candiace says that she's always shown this lady kids love. So let's stop. Okay. What I also did not like was the editing right after this. It's clear that Jazelle and Candiace got into a back and forth and they edited it out. All we saw was Jazelle being upset and saying, I'm done with it. So why didn't we get to see the back and forth? Y'all been putting some extra unnecessary ass footage into the show. Why we couldn't see that back and forth? Y'all could have took something out so we could see that. But anywho, Wendy confirms that she and Candiace told Jazelle congratulations. Wendy said she even asked her if she was gonna be an AKA, if her daughter would pledge AKA. Right? Of course, Jazelle like that never happened. That never happened. That never happened. It did happen because we saw it on the show. Now I don't know about Wendy's part, but I know Candiace for a fact said congratulations. Right? Now let me tell y'all how I believe. Why I also believe that it happened. All right. When Jazelle said it never happened, Robyn looks over at Jazelle like she wanted to say something, like she knew that it happened. Right? But she didn't say anything because she wanted to stand firm in that support that she had for Jazelle. And she also herself doesn't like either one of the ladies. So that's another reason why she wasn't going to speak up. But the reason I know this happened is because of one, Robyn's facials as she sits on that sofa with Miss Jazelle, but also the fact that Robyn sat her ass up there watching the facials of Wendy and Candiace as Jazelle was talking, which confirms to me that you, dear, were paying them too much attention. The fact that you were paying them that much attention while your bestie is talking is enough to let me know that you also heard when they told her congratulations. And your face gave it away at the reunion, but you didn't want to speak on it. Okay. Now, what else ended up happening? Of course, they going back and forth. The lady started like it happened. Jazelle said it didn't happen. Candiace is like, roll the tape. Jazelle said, roll it. She says, because I don't think that happened. Oh, now you were sure it didn't happen. Then you want to say you don't think that it happened, right? And then Andy says, oh, well, they're telling me right now they don't have it. And I said, well, that was a quick ass turnaround to say that y'all ain't got it. It ain't no point of not having it in that moment because y'all gonna edit this SHI anyway. So if y'all are gonna edit it, it's nothing for y'all to go and find that beautiful bean footage and add it in so that we all could see. But y'all didn't. All right. So then, of course, Jazelle stands firm on, yeah, because it didn't happen. That's why they ain't got it, because it didn't happen. Right? Just, I mean, like Candiace said it. I'll never forget that. When Jazelle started talking about her daughter and she getting accepted to all these colleges, Candiace said, congratulations. Oh, well, congratulations is what she said. Jazelle didn't even acknowledge her when she said it. She did not acknowledge it at all. And she just went on to do what she was doing. But Robyn, you didn't catch Candiace saying congratulations, but you call her and Wendy's facials. Nah, BIT, you heard it. So Wendy, I will say this. Wendy did tell Andy, she said something y'all didn't see. This is what she said, something y'all didn't see was me congratulating her and asking whether or not her daughter will be pledging AKA. Now, I don't know if that was caught or not caught, because Wendy did say that we didn't see it. But I will say that it's highly possible, right? Because I don't think Wendy would just lie about that, but I believe that it's highly possible, because when she mentioned that we didn't see it, I'm wondering if she meant we didn't see it because it didn't air, or we didn't see it because it wasn't filmed. You know what I'm saying? So when she said that, I was like, is she saying that it was recorded, but we just didn't see it because they didn't put it in the show? Or is she saying that, I said it, I talked to her about it, but the cameras were down at the time. So that's what I'm not sure about. But if Candiace is co-signing and saying that it did happen, and maybe it happened. And I also don't think Wendy was going to lie about that. Okay. And I know for a fact, Candiace said congratulations, and I don't know if they're gonna go back and edit that out of the show the same way they edited out what it was that Jazelle said about Candiace crying even when it ain't about her. So they could go back and take that part out too. I don't know, but I remember specifically hearing Candiace say congratulations to this BITCH, and this woman didn't acknowledge her, but then the next day y'all want to feel away about somebody's facials and shit. And honestly, the conversation had moved from it being about your daughters getting accepted into different colleges. It was just more so about the conversation about Florida and the stance on Florida and HBCUs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it is what it is, girl. I just wanted to kind of talk about just that little piece real quick. Excuse me. I feel like the reunion wasn't giving us a whole lot, for real, for real. I mean, like, it was giving every bit of mid. But I just wanted to come and talk about whatever it was I felt like talking about when it comes to this particular situation with the ladies. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about everything when it comes to Candiace, Wendy, and Gizelle. And I have to say it again. I love the fact that Candiace quit on that damn couch. Loved it. Get out of here. I've supported her the most. I remember Jazelle saying something about her heavily supporting Candiace and her career. Candiace was like, girl, get out my damn face. Like, you're only saying that you didn't support me. You really dislike Monique more than you actually liked and supported me. Let's stop it. Okay. And of course, Gizelle said that she strategically supported Candiace. And I said, that actually don't sound good. The fact that you're saying that you strategically supported her. So when you say that you strategically supported her, what do you mean? Because that strategic portion does lend itself to you only supporting her out of spite for Monique. Right? And not so much as supporting her career, but just supporting her in general when it came to, you know, moving forward with whatever charges or anything dealing with Monique, right? Because I could see if you said that you genuinely supported Candiace, and that was the part that got me. It was the strategic word for me, which therefore lends itself to me as not being genuine, but more so for motive. And you bust your own bubble and, you know, showed your own slip with that. Okay. But okay, girl, I'm gonna let you do what you do, honey. That's all that I got at this time, y'all. I'm Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no gunner. Packing the stick with a drummer.